Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time. So over these last few months, a lot's changed, a lot's been sort of like going on in my life around COVID and things. It's been a bit of a challenging time, but we're out the other side a little bit now. Believe it or not, this is the site of the old camp. This is where the old camp used to be. I came out here a few weeks back just to check to see what condition it was in and what happened to it, and came to this. Rubbish everywhere, everything literally kicked down, taken down, burnt out, seat burnt out. I can't find anything else. There's even stuff been taken like to far sides of the area, so they've really gone to some effort. I'm going to assume that it was probably the same ones that sprayed mud over everything back along. Obviously lockdown meant nothing to these people. They still came out to an area where, you know, shouldn't have been coming. And they burnt everything out and destroyed it, even to the point where they kicked the rocks out from underneath the fire pit and everything. So you can imagine at the time when I found it, I was absolutely gutted that it didn't make it through. But I gotta admit, I had a good inkling that that would probably be the case, because of what happened to the camp before. The type of people that usually do that would follow it up and finish the job. So, and they have. So on that note, the reason I'm at the camp here today is I'm going to set up a tarp and hammock so I can get in and out of the shelter and things. We've got a flask of coffee, the new quick stuff, which I'll show you. And basically I brought a big flat bin liner, and I'm going to pick up all the rubbish here, and I'm going to scatter the ashes and just try and tidy up the area a little bit. There's only so much I can do, but I want to make sure I've picked up any cordage, any rubbish, things like that, and just sort of like scatter some of these logs out throughout the forest a little bit just to tidy up, because it hurts my heart to leave nature in this state because of my camp. Although I didn't do this, I had always intended to take the camp down, scatter it, make sure that it's sort of like back to nature. But obviously that's going to be a harder job now with this mess. Right, so let's get cracking. Haven't set this one up yet, so should be good. I don't even know what's really in here. Whether I need lines and things, I don't know. That just seems to be the paperwork and bits and pieces in there. Guys, I think I'm having one of those days today. Yeah, where everything's just like seeming to not go the best. But we'll retrieve it. I'm not letting it defeat me. Well, that's got to be the longest tarp set up in history. Oh dear. Now we've got the hammock to do. That better not take as long as this, is all I can say. Well, that's the tarp setup. I'm not totally sold on it at the moment, sort of like how I've set it up, but hey, it'll do for now, I guess. And then I put the hammock up inside it, but that's that for now. Right, not entirely sure that my pressets seem to be holding. I don't know whether I've done them quite right or what. Right then guys, let's see if we can get this hammock up. I've got a DD hammock, but I've still got my emo like straps for the hammock, because I had a emo hammock, as you were seeing in one of my previous videos, but it went missing. I had absolutely no idea what happened to it. Real shame. It was a really good hammock, but yeah, honestly don't know what happened to that one. So I wasn't about buying new straps when I didn't need to. Right, yeah, again, I haven't even opened this yet properly. Alright. I'm hoping it comes with 3 straps with it, does it? Yeah, that's alright. I think I preferred the Eagle hammock setup with the straps and the clips, because the straps you really get like nice ratcheted around the tree, and then clip it at the adjustable heights, adjustable lengths, you know. It takes a bit more finesse, positioning and things. And the other side of it is I don't know, shouldn't be too bad about rain running down the cordage, you know. Comfy enough, like. Well, I think it's time for a quick coffee, and then I'll get this cleared up, we'll get a fire going, and we'll cook up some breakfast here. So that's my new cook set. There's one I'm sure you've seen on plenty of other channels. It's Solar Siberia. What was it? Fired birch. Beautiful, beautiful piece of kit. Thank you so much to the chap who makes it. I'll link his Instagram and his shop at the bottom of the video, but gorgeous cookser. Really nice. Oh, that's good. I knew that. It's nice being out in the forest. The tarp's fantastic. It's real decent size. It's 4x4 DD tarp. That's the DD hammock. It's absolutely great. The reason I wanted this one is because of the curtain type along the top. I wanted a quick setup, so my plan is to get a dry bag that's the right size, so that I can just curtain this down, fit it all in, stuff everything on top, so it's quick to get out, a lot quicker than today. So I can literally just throw it out of the bag, you know, literally keep it in the bag, string it up, release it, and set it up. So on days like this, when we're coming out in the rain, the bag doesn't, the tarp doesn't sort of lay on the floor or any nonsense like that, and it also allows me to get it up really quickly and get in the dry again. So that's why I wanted sort of like this basher type tarp. Let's get this cleared up. All sorts of plastics and all sorts in this. Fire. Terrible. So I started taking that with them. Last time I was here, they had. A kettle. Like it was almost burnt out over the other side, but they must have come back again and got rid of it. By the look of it, which was odd. I didn't expect that. Let me get out of the Swazi. Bit easier working. See what cordage we can save out of this. I don't know whether I can or not. We'll just have to try and figure this one out. A spider in here. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Seems to be odd bits that I used up anyway, just trying to make something of it. Just noticed some foxgloves that look nice in the distance there. I'll show you in a bit. Right. Other than the actual fire itself, that's the area pretty clear. I'll move this one here, there's one right here that I'll just shift off. That's it. That's the area reasonably clear. There's all these pine needles from the roof that have come through. They'd obviously taken the actual tarp that I put down and thing, they'd taken that with them and stolen that along with the cast iron jug that I left out here. Silly really, I shouldn't have left them out here, but at the time I thought I'd be back a lot sooner than I was, and I thought I'd have an opportunity to recover some of those bits and pieces and take it down myself. But obviously I didn't get out there. The only thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and gather up some of those ashes, get rid of some of them, and at least the area will be somewhat tidy. Stupid really, because they had the fire here, not even on the stones and things I had set out here. You know, they didn't even use the camp by the look of it. It just looks like they bit of cordage I missed. So they just set ablaze to the entire thing. Stupid thing with that is they've the size of the fire they had here, and it being like such a hot period during lockdown over here in the UK, that could have set fire to like most of this forest if they'd got unlucky with the roots, because looking at some of these roots and things, they're charred as anything. So the heat that must have been generated, you're lucky they didn't set the trees on fire because of the resin that's in these trees. Stupid. Because I put a base of rocks down, I made sure that there's nothing getting through, it was all sort of like sealed off and things, and then I just had small controlled fire on it, which is just sensible bushcraft. If I was out here on a really sunny day and really blazing hot, so if I'd been out during this lockdown period and everything else, I doubt I would have even been doing that, because to be honest, all I would have needed to be doing for cooking and things I could have just done on my little stove. I mean, that sort of thing is there to keep you warm as well, which you don't need at this time of year. As for sort of like today being an absolute soaking day, I'm just going to have a very small fire for cooking food on. Right, I want to get this cleared up first though. I don't know what you say about my poor gloves, but they'll clean up. Wipe them on some moss in a minute, wet moss. Get cleaned up, a bit wet. It's right, they'll dry. Got some leather cleaner, leather like care type stuff at home, so I'll get them wiped off on some moss here. That's better, guys, got that all cleared up. Right. It's not perfect, it's obviously the fire stain, but nature will clean that back and it will be mossed over before you know it. I'm tempted to put some moss over the top of it, but then I got to peel it off somewhere else, so you know what, no, I'm not going to do that. Right, let's get a fire going. be a bit punky. That's a bit more like it. Sometimes you can find some really good solid wood, even in things that are covered in moss. And I don't think you get right into the centre of it. So we've got plenty there to take a spark. I'm just going to take some of this birch and just rip it a little bit so that I know I can feed that in and keep the fire going nice. Take this bark off the back. You tear it up like this, it's more likely to catch on the edges. I just scrunch it up a little bit and I can feed that in and it'll catch on all these nice loose frayed edges and things. I mean, the finer you can do it the better, but I think that's more than sufficient. Get fire steel. Get it going. So feed it into the ends. Put your knife away and your fire steel. So I've got plenty of birch bark here, more than enough, but I want to make sure that this really gets burning because I don't want it going out. That's done my head the world of good, coming out here and clearing this camp. I'm having this little fire, but the ground is absolutely saturated, and I'll make sure that the ground is well and truly cold when I put this fire out. Right, time to test the hammock. Right, I reckon I'm going to spread these coals and try and get this bacon on. simple rations. I got some homemade pancakes here that I did this morning for my other half. Get them toasted up quickly just to heat them up, to be honest, as they're in the tin foil. Don't like using tin foil. I'm going to have some wax wraps at some stage here coming, and then I can at least bring things out in reusable packaging. But I think that is us. Oh yeah, nice crispy. Just how I like it. Pancakes are lovely and warm. Ho, 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 ho. Bacon sarnie between two pancakes. Check that out. Mmm. That's good. That's good. Well guys, that's us for another day. Thanks for joining me, and it's great to be back. Sorry it's been so long. I promise from here on in it'll be every Friday, and hopefully if we can we'll get to the point where the second video, like I said earlier. It's been a great day, nice to be out in the woods again, beautiful scenery, and some nice simple good food. Odd sound. The way the wind was hitting it was making it sound like someone was thumping the thing. Anyway, yeah, so like I say, great great to be back out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys.